Hey guys, it's Red Firefly with Noobcast Gaming. So this is a game where I named it Tearing It Up, which is exactly what it is. Mostly because of the fact that there's 4 of us, 4v4, and 3 out of the 4 of us is Terran. Well, we know that all of our opponents are mostly Protoss. They have 3 Protoss, 1 Terran, so they're basically the opposite of us. So we're going to rush this game. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I want to let you know from our point of view what we ended up doing. Okay, checking out resources. Let's just actually check out production, get an idea what we're doing. Obviously, a good thing to do is to scout. What I ended up doing on my build, which is, as you know, Terran is not one of my strongest builds, one of my strongest races, but I can do that. Instead of spending the time to build against this wall, I'm building right against my actual base. The purpose of doing that is because of the fact that I have too many, 1, 2, 3 ways to get into my base. Granted that, it all goes around and eventually goes to my allies, but if my ally loses an area, then I'm screwed because I don't have the time to wall off all these areas. So, early gas, 1 gas because we don't need that much right off the bat, and getting myself in a barrack right away. One thing to be careful on is to make sure that you don't cap yourself. Get yourself a supply depot at least 2 or 3 until before you're capped. So in this case, I got it at 15 while I'm still building on, and I'm building another barrack. If you're going to do a rush, you want to do at least a 3 racks or a 4 rack kind of rush. That way you can get a bunch more out. So I haven't even started building actual units yet, which at 3 minutes and 34 seconds is very slow. If you check out my ally here, Leo, he's actually all over the place here. I don't even see what's the purpose of his build. Granted, I'm sure he's doing fine. The main reason I say that is because of the fact that there's no blockage here. It's halfway blocked, and then he has stuff that's growing right here. Doesn't really tell you much. This guy right here, he streams his own YouTube channel, Twitch TV channel. You should definitely check it out. Streams a lot, plays wonderful music, but he's doing what we call 3 racks right here. So he builds some things around here, just one thing here so he can see what's going on, and he's just pumping out Marines as fast as he can. Back to my base, I'm doing a 3 racks, and I'm starting to pump things out. I'm a lot slower than everyone else, so the best thing to do is to check the 3 racks right here. I tell him I suck, and he's like, lol, you should do 3 racks first. Of course. So this is what he's doing. So basically he's like, hey, come on, Red, you should have done a 3 racks. You know better. I do know better. But I do have an awesome Banshee build, which gets me Banshees by about 5 or 6 minutes. Too late in the game for me to do a Banshees build, but it's okay. Gonna pump out Marines as fast as I can. My whole goal, though, is to make these, get them some tech labs so that I can build on Marauders. And if you do Marauders and you get them that upgrade, you're a killer force to be reckoned with. So at this point, we're at 5 minutes and 40 seconds. That's actually pretty late in the game to do a rush. Lee here is not even set up to do a rush. He's doing his own defense, as you can see with his bunker. And my ally scans over here and is like, look, Red is in this corner. So, starting off, I've not really seen many people do this for a rush. 2 stalkers and a zealot, and then pumping nothing out otherwise. But a lot of times when you do that, you build a proxy pylon near your opponent's base and continue. So we're going together, and I'm getting Marauders out, and that was probably my main goal from the beginning, was to get out some Marauders. And I'm taking my guys, and I'm going with my partner as far as I can. And I think he actually eventually has me on follow, or I just take them all and go. Building him time to continue to pump out more. He's already learning stim pack, which I'm not really good with, I will admit up front. We're going to have to do another video where I learn how to do this, because the best way to improve in a game with any kind of thing, sport or anything, you want to learn that. Why the hell did I build a Reaper? Dang, I am like not thinking whatsoever in this game. So we all move up all the way over here, getting ready to move in and attack. True North is actually part of our group. He's actually friends with Horus have no idea how to pronounce his name. But we decide to attack together from this corner. Fours is a very much a rush game. So we attack, we're going to take out as much as possible. One thing to keep in mind is if you have a sentry, they are really awesome, especially if you can build those force fields. Use them to the best of your ability because they can cause a lot of changes in the game because you can keep your opponents from getting any closer to you. You can block them off. It does wonders, but you really have to know how to use them. So practice makes perfect. What I would recommend is go into a game and practice using them. Just do versus computer, easy computer, and practice manipulating your opponents by walling them off in random areas. Don't do it in an actual game because if you don't have practice, it's sort of going to suck. So we're just basically pumping out things, moving it into their base, and moving as fast as we can. At this point, they are trying to escape, trying to move as far as they can, trying to survive, which is really good. Thing I really like about Terran opponents is that if you beat any of their items to a certain amount, it'll just self-explode unless they can get some kind of protection to it as fast as possible. Right here, I have control of the Marines, and I'm going in, and I have some Marauders going here, so we're taking out as much as possible. As you can see here, us attacking whole Scooty has him stuck. He can't do anything. In fact, he has no production going on. Resource-wise, he is capped because we have taken down a lot of his supply depots. But we shouldn't hang around here and kill out his base. We should go and attack his opponents. So we're heading down to his neighbor, all of us grouping together and moving in. On their side, if you take a look at what they are building, they are continuing to build, continuing to grow, continuing to just get things going out, trying to just recover from us attacking out one of their guys. So they have DTs running around somewhere around here. Ooh, there are DTs. That is actually a really good build to have, are the DTs, because if we can't see them, we can't fight them. So they can take a good amount of us out. So a good thing for us is that we have a bunch of scans available to us so we can attack. You can see here that whole Scooty is trying his best to evade us and to continue to, what is it called? Move on and grow and rebuild from everything. So they're moving. I've taken out the gold. That's one of the things I really like about this map is that there's golds hidden far, far away from the main line of the map. With that going on, that means that unless they're looking for me, they're not going to accidentally come to me. So they're doing some more attacking, utilizing the DTs, which is fine. But at this point, their economy, if you look at their economy is entirely slowed down. Only Purple has a strong economy, and that's because Purple probably did an early expansion. So Purple has a very strong economy going on. My best guess, taking a look right here, is that Purple intended on building a bunch of DTs and sneaking them into our base. And in this case, it helps him with his defense, which is awesome. If he can get some more defense going on here. So right now, he's a sole survivor. Blue here, because he's all the way in the back, is still alive. And it's a benefit because of the fact that he was one of the two people on his team that was all the way in the back. But right now, it's not doing much for him. He originally was planning on pumping out carriers, which if you get a mass amount of carriers, it's awesome. But it's a very late game kind of build. Because if you get attacked like this early game, those right here, these cannons don't do much for you. Even if I was to run up here and meet the cannons, well, right here, they do a lot for him. But if I was to make a huge army and attack, I would take out this pylon. That would be the first thing I take out, and that will deactivate all of these cannons. So, won't do. Alright, but anyways, the basis of this game was getting these out and getting 3 racks and then building a bunch of Marines and eventually building Marauders, which is pretty powerful to build a bunch of Marauders and attack. My ally over here, he built 3 racks, originally 3 racks, and now he has a bunch more going on. Originally 3 racks, early, no gas, and pumping out Marines. So those are the main differences. We'll take a look in another video that I'm going to do of this game, just a review of the exact same game, the difference between on his build and my build in particular, and it's going to be shorter videos and just be in one article for you. Feel free to visit our webpage at noobcastgaming.com, NEWBCASTGAMING.com. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. What would you like to see? Let us know what you like to see, because I would love to post some more videos for you. As you can see here, we are defeating them all out. The only person who has a strong economy and that is going is Purple. But I don't see Purple really building anything here. He's trying to rebuild his economy right here. But for what he's doing, he's just pumping out DTs as fast as he can. I mean, why is he not learning this right here? Warp Gate. I mean, Warp Gate is going to help him pump out these DTs a lot faster, and he has a bunch of probes here where he can easily build a bunch more gateways and pump them out much faster. He is on my base pumping out DTs and killing a bunch. Scan, take out his DTs. He does slow me down, which was his goal, but honestly, it's really hard to win a game with just DTs. Very hard to win a game with just DTs. At this point, he got to be thinking on the bigger picture, how's he going to take us out? I have my base building right here, my third base going here. I'm going to have to rebuild a base here, which I am going to do. I do have a missile turret coming out here so that I would be able to protect myself from DTs. His DTs are not even upgraded, and I'm sorry, Purple Coco, that you need to work on that a little bit, and I know it's very intimidating at this point in the game. His allies are slowed down. Red has already left the game. Blue has left the game. That only leaves Teal and him being the strongest person. Teal here has a base going on. He is pumping out bunkers. He's trying to take me out in the game, and he's trying to do a lot more, but at this point, he's just trying to take this on this wall. He doesn't even have anything mining here, and I'm surprised that he's not utilizing this time to get out some extra SCVs so that he can strengthen his economy some more, because his economy is slow. Okay, of course, right now, if you look at it, he doesn't have anything to build any more of these, but I'm not sure that he utilized his resources to the best of his ability. All in Purple. That's where we're all going to be going, into Purple and taking out Purple as much as possible. I see here eventually that he has built some defense here because he knows I'm here in the gold, but Teal at this point has no way of really recovering very successfully. So what we do is that we go for Purple and we're attacking from above. Attacking from above, if you look from Purple's point of view, he could see us vaguely, but his cannons can't see us. They can't do anything to me at all, and I attack here to take out as much as possible. And I'm just massing Marauders, because at this point, Purple does not have any air units. He does have Stargates going on here, but they're not coming out fast enough to attack my Marauders. And even if he did, I have a bunch of Stalkers here that my ally True North has, which isn't going to do much for him. I do, though, give him lots of props for staying in the game for so long, because at this point in the game, I would have quit. It's a very intimidating point in a game. So we're finishing off this game. It's inevitable how this game is going to end. Yes, let us tease Red Firefly on her ability to speak English today, but that's a-okay because we are lasting this game. We're winning. He is pumping out Void Rays, which is not going to do anything against these Stalkers. I'm sorry. They're not going to do much about these Stalkers. The only person left is this guy who's trying to do his last stand, but even with all of these bunkers, they're not going to do much for him. I could easily just drop over here and kill him out, but that's okay. So we're taking everything out. The game is going to be end. Great props to everybody. Do you really want to see how this game ends? Just leave us a message. I can send you the file. You can watch the replay. Alright, awesome. Thanks for checking out our video, and check out the rest of the videos where I show you the different builds that each one of our opponents and us did. Thanks, and have a great day.